I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. On when I chase like that, yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise, you can hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me, come out with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip, put your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. recall the past real vaguely. I remember everything they'd say. Maybe thought that I was crazy, thinking that one day they'd see my name. Love being a loner, always moving closer. Knew exactly what I wanted to have. Fear of growing older, chip all on my shoulder. Told myself I'm never looking back, and now I'm cold and dissonant. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 I'm sick of always living in the past. I'm sick of feeling like I just keep chasing, but that'll never be that fast. Just leave me alone, I'll do it on my own, and I will let them know when the lights shine bright. Look pale as a ghost to all those opposed. I'm coming here to show how to live life right, and now I'm cold and dissonant. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. 'Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. 'Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness, but I just keep my head down and focus on the facts. I'm setting down gravel while you just follow the path. I'll lead them into battle while you're just too scared to act. I'll leave the knife right in my back. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
Please, is the transition like broken again? I'm sorry to everyone watching if the transition's broken. I'll fix that later. Hello and welcome to AFR Tier 2 at Spa for the second race of the season. I'm joined by Indy today.
G'day. It looks like it's still nice and dry for this quali, unlike how it was for Tier 1 earlier, if you caught that.
That was indeed a interesting one. None of my
While Pepsi's getting all that sorted, we can just run through the standings really quickly. Currently, Farmer Sam's leading the championship at 57 points, taking out the feature races of Portugal and Singapore. 27 points ahead of combined YouTuber, who's second, and pretty tight down the order. Dalek, Fat Ferret, Apex, Z-Dog, all roughly around 20-30 points. Only 15 people in today, a couple of reserves. Should be interesting to see how this goes. Guess we're just waiting for the first drivers to head up onto track now.
The one car left. I'm not quite.
Is it an Alpine? No, it's an AlphaTauri. That'd be Farmer Sam. M-Dog asking, how's the grass looking? Pretty green. What about you?
Oh, it looks pretty green. It looks like recently cut as well. They were nice and ready for this weekend.
The Tier 2 lawn mowing services can always chip in if needed, I suppose.
We can. Now I need to find it. There it is. Can we have a tech? If it's a tech stream, I'll be very slow on this. You'll be watching me type everything. Farmer Stan, the first driver on track out of all of them. And I'm messing up the buttons, as usual. So, 15 minutes left of the session. As you said, dry qualifying session. Did we get race?
Oh, actually, do we get the weather for the race, or are we just sort of not sure on that?
I only get this session's weather.
Oh, unlucky.
I do not have the race one until we go into next. Farmer Sam will be first. Hopefully he doesn't invalidate like he did last week.
Yeah, they're going around a bit leisurely. I guess you can only get 3 runs in, so you can just take your time on it.
Here, wet is back. Oh, it's raining.
Oh.
Mikau has just given me it's raining for the race. As Conrad. Oh, Conrad's
he's out on 16. Yeah, he would have spun, I'm guessing. Oh, well, no lap for him. We can go around a lap with Farmer Sam, though. As he comes in through to La Source. Nice wide line.
All wet race. All race.
All wet. Wow, incredible. Coming down turn 2 and down to the Al Rouge Ready-On complex. That's how you tackle that. You don't say Al Rouge because then you get people clapping back at you. Through 6 now down to Kimmel Straight. Let's see how fast he's going on the KPH here. Just touching 340. Yeah.
So 340. What about?
And into Lacom.
About what some Tier 1 drivers were managing.
Yeah, you can get up to about 345. The esports guys was like 350.
Big
Turn 10 now for Farmer Sam.
Big Al in the Tier 1 race. Absolute rocket ship on that straight. Probably hitting 350.
Well, don't we know about it, yeah. Oh, bit of a moment there on No Name, but he's given it up. Now to Puhan. Important not to touch the curb on the inside here. He's done a pretty good job of that.
Almost washed out and validated. Keeps it nice and tight, though, for turn 12.
Very tight, yeah. Maybe lost a bit of time there, but inconsequential, I think. First run as well, just get the banker in. Now through 15. He'll take a lot of curb here, and he does. And flat through here, 16. This is where Conrad went off earlier. Easy to spin on that curb if you mount too much of it. Or clip the wall on the outside. And now through the Blanchimont now, all flat through here. This is looking like a nice tidy banker lap and something for Farmer Sim to fall back on should he invalidate later on down the line after the bus stop. And that's looking pretty tidy as well. Important to get a good exit here. And he's got a nice tidy exit. And that'll be a 44.
I think you just said about 44-1. For the first time, Nemo will be next across the line, just going through bus stop now. And then we've got one Alpha. Who's not Alpha? That's on track.
That'd be Imanoop. He's one of our reserves.
Why is my text file reading? Okay.
Who's it showing up as on stream?
I put him down as 95 because he requested it, but it's showing Dalek.
That's interesting. So Dalek might have the wrong number, but we'll look into that, I suppose.
Unless, no, I see a number 2 on that car.
Oh my god. Unlucky.
As
more laps rolling in.
One, the Mercedes just went quicker, who doesn't have a number.
We've got an Aston rolling through on a 44 flat as well.
One Ferrari will be across the line. That might be it'll be combined.
It's snaking.
No, it's not combined. Apex. Dalek just goes quickest 43.4. The actual Dalek this time.
Might want to keep eyes as well on Sneaky in the Red Bull as well, subbing in tier 2. He's currently in the pit still, but was a tier 1 driver dropping down for this race after not being able to make the tier 1 time at the time. So interesting to see how he goes against this field. He's pretty quick, so might give the top runners a run for their money.
Might give Farmer Sam a run for his money.
He's on a 2-win streak right now.
He might not like it.
Well, he'll have a fight, but it's not over till the race ends, so see what happens.
I'm a noob. Comes through bus stop up to the line, and he does 43.3.
So just edging out Dalek there. That's a competitive time for sure. That's just a banker too.
We well, combined up.
Ooh, Aiden's had a moment. Double the stump. That's on Puhon. Just getting out of the way.
Mike Hunt's had a moment out of no name. He's actually lost his whole wing as well.
Oh, wow. That's brutal. Must have been a big accident. He's lucky to not retire.
Spicer on the invalid lap. He is invalid. Dump invalid for the so combined will be the next car to actually set a proper time.
Ooh. Spicer just spun out of 16 as well.
Very tricky corner. Most of the tier 1 guys were actually struggling with that corner as well. Mostly because there was a 4-1 slicks and a dry on a wet track. Not the best idea that we've had.
Yeah, that was dicey. We couldn't warm up our tyres. We were on hards during that safety car period, and they just wouldn't warm up enough. It was treacherous. We got a car for Blanchimont? Oh no, maybe just letting cars through.
As I think my lap time has glitched out. Apparently 40 seconds down. That doesn't seem right. Mdo, I'm going to answer your question. Yes, all cars are working fine. As you can see, they're all working. They're all running. One Alpha's stopped on track, but we leave it. What degree is the sun? I think it's 180.
Combined for 44.2. That's good for 6th right now. He want to do better though.
Everyone is... Well, I can't change Noob's number because he's on the wrong number. Who's driver 7?
I do not have the stream open. Maybe I should.
In game. So I can.
Driver 7. Oh, sorry, driver 7. Sorry, yes, that is Nemo. The one in the house?
No.
Oh. What place are
No,
they in?
number 7. I mean third. Who's third?
Valhalla. Oh, yeah, Valhalla's reserving as well. Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah.
What is Sneaky's number? NP11.
Pepsi's still sorting out the numbers. Yeah. How much of the tide's wearing out? I mean, I think he's referring to the angle from the Earth to the from how the sun is pointing down to Earth, rather than the temperature of it coming down onto Earth. But I'd say the tires are wearing as normal.
Oh, degree. I had a little graphic for that before, and I turned it off. Hang on. If you want the degrees, there it is. It's 20 degrees. Good old nice thing warm.
So who are we on now? I believe Nemo's just started a flyer going through Eau Rouge.
That should hopefully be all drivers named. I can pray. Until someone has the same number as someone again. The one Alpha car just went past, I believe, what was that? No, that was not right. So it was an Alpine.
Oh.
I keep forgetting that they're not an AlphaTauri anymore.
It's a big change, isn't it? Because they've been sort of rocking that AlphaTauri bit for a while. Oh, yellow flag. That's near Blanchimont, but that's the Mercedes. I think just letting a car through. Yeah, he slowed down. Be about to start a lap.
About 6 minutes 40 left of the session. We got about 1 more minute until the track's at its full best for the drivers to do their final runs on. You can pray that all drivers that are currently doing laps get into pits in time to actually do 1 more run.
It's quite interesting. We're at 12 minutes into the session and only half the field really have set a lap. Like, that's pretty scary, actually. People will just be needing to get laps in at this point, just making sure they have the spots.
I would say that's the same as the one. Most of us didn't get laps in until the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, pretty much. It's hard to hook up a lap around here sometimes.
Especially me, I didn't get one until 9 minutes because I'm usually first one out. I spent 7 minutes trying to figure out what wings to run.
I only had 1 clean run, I think. Yeah, I get you. Oh, we have an AlphaTauri off at turn 9, I think that is.
That's Thomas Sam has gone around.
That's a very tricky spot to be there, but it looks like he hasn't gotten in the way of anyone.
The drivers are going to have a lot more trouble with that corner in the wet.
Oh yeah, we're foreshadowing. Yeah, that's right. It is going to be wet, yeah.
As Z-Dog goes 7 fast to 44.2.
Spice is doing a lap on mediums.
Well,
Interesting.
That is interesting. That is not Spicer. That's one Spicer.
He's in 12th on the field right now.
As Apex Studios is coming to start his lap as well. One of them they just finished the lap. That was Valhalla jumped up to 3rd place with a 43.7, I believe that was.
Bump and a stump, crossing the line very soon as well, just coming for the bus stop.
As Farmer's Stand has had another spin at turn 16.
Oof, he's not having a good one.
Or turn 15, I mean.
Nope. Dump goes up to 9th. 45 flat.
That is quite interesting. I should have my lap time on so the game doesn't lie to me. This is very interesting that Spice is doing a medium tire run.
Well, yeah, but we saw something similar to this in Tier 1. Wasn't it M-Dog who did a hard run?
Yeah.
I don't understand, but I mean,
I'm more disappointed. I was only 1/10 faster than on soft tire.
I think he was faster than me, I'm going to be honest. Spicer gets a 45.4 in with the mediums. He's in 11th currently.
As Mike Hunt also... actually, no, he just started a lap. I thought he was about to finish.
Okay, stay on him, yeah.
We'll just jump to Apex Studios.
Okay.
Is at 1, well, he's at turn 12 now. Turn 12 and 13. Great sequence of corners. Is 12, 13, and 14. As purple sector 2, I currently well, I've lost my time. I'm not there. It was 5 tenths down on Noob's time.
He will just need the lap in though. He's currently sitting in 14th.
No time on the board. A lot of drivers in pit lane at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think he even has time to pit in and go for another run. This was probably going to be it for him.
As Apex through the line, 43. Oh no, 44 flat. Only 6th or 5th fastest. Just ahead of Sam.
It'll do. It's better than last.
Now, if anyone tuned in for last week, Tier 2 race of Singapore, Apex Trios was actually DSQ'd the track limit.
Oh yes. So it was the right-hander after the DRS straight, wasn't it?
Turn 16.
Yes. So he was essentially just using the part outside the white lines. And normally you'd be getting track warnings, but he wasn't, and he was intentionally abusing that, and we saw that as grounds to. We had enough evidence to just disqualify him, as that's against our rules. So it's good to see him come back and give it a good go. He's not deterred by it, and hope he has a good race this race.
Oh, look, 6 tenths off the fastest time. Saw him last week, he got pole. See if he's. Well, that was his last lap. He might go for another one if he has the fuel. I doubt he does, though. Because Mike Hunt did put in a time for 12th fastest. Bryce is in the pit lane. I don't think he'll be leaving anytime soon. So we'll jump to combined. Will be the first car to start a lap.
Yes, combined. When you drop down to tier 2, certainly a prospect for the championship. Taking a wide line going into the front straight. That's on purpose to get more speed through into the straight.
As
Save a little bit of time.
1.5 is traveling right close to him. And I believe that's Nemo.
Yeah.
Just traveling right up Combine's diffuser.
Wants that toe. In all seriousness, they might harm him more than actually help him. The dirty air isn't really going to be helping his cornering too much. But I think he's just far enough away.
As he finished Sector 1, he's 5 tenths down on the fastest time, but it's a green Sector 1. So he is going quicker.
Yeah, he was 2 tenths up on his old first sector.
Oh,
So...
and he's invalid. The lap.
Oh no!
Nemo behind him. He's still going strong. He's still valid. I don't know if Combined will get out of the way, though.
Well, Combine's not really in the way as such. I mean, there's a decent amount of gap. Combine's entitled to do the lap, I suppose, if he's not impeding, so...
Nemo currently down on his time, indicated by yellow. So he didn't have the best Sector 1. Very interesting they choose yellow and not red on the graphic.
Well, he's up now. That's 1600ths up in his old time. This
Wow.
won't get him into P8, but if he has a blind over a third sector, he might be able to challenge it.
Might be able to pick up a bit of a toe off Combined.
He's just too far. Qualifying finished now. Everybody running through will be finishing up for qualifying here.
I was going to say
let's see what Nemo gets.
Sneaky didn't set a time, but he's actually just crossed the line to start a lap. So Nemo crossed the line. He does improve the P8, so...
It was a killer last sector.
One Alpine's just finished behind...
Spicer, that was invalid.
Valid 12th lap. He did, so...
That's an Aston next. That's Snag. He's done.
Don't dull, like he's currently... Actually, his qualifying's over. He's hit the wall. He's got no wing.
So Dalek's coming in now. So next is the Red Bull, I think. Oh no, it isn't. My apologies. That's the Williams of Mike.
Now I believe he doesn't have any energy. It looks like. Yeah, he's got no energy. I don't think he's actually pushing for a lap.
No. Okay. So we'll go back to I think it's Zed. No, not Zed Dog. Farmer Sam next.
Farmer Sam currently challenging for that pole position.
5 tenths up. This is going to be challenging the podium spots. He needs a good bus stop though.
It's a good bus stop. Good traction as well out of the final corner. P3,
46.
Noob coming through the flush stop chicane now up
Oh,
to
he's
the
way up.
line.
Oh, no, this is going
And
to kill it. Yeah, 43-1.
And Z-Dog, what time's he able to? He goes up to P7. I believe that's
Valhalla
Valhalla.
improving the third.
Yeah, Valhalla improved.
Now Sneaky. Invalid. He's going to start in 14th. And I think that's everyone.
Yeah, that is everyone because Psycho's invalid his lap.
Just Mike in the pits. But that is qualifying done. I'm a nerd taking pole.
This is going to be quite interesting. So there is the grid. So I'm a noob for debut race reserve for tier 2 takes pole by 2:10.
Wow. Looking further down. Dalek, Valhalla, second row, Farmer Sam, 4th. Remember, he's won 2 races in a row. Snag in 5th. Apex Studios, Z-Dog, Combined, YouTuber, Nemo, and Dump and a Stump round out the top 10. Then we have further down Psycho, Mike, Spicer, Sneaky, not setting a time, and same for Conrad, retiring early.
I believe Conrad retired at the start of the session.
Yes, that was on 16 on his first exit.
And Spicer is an interesting one, medium tire. It's very interesting run.
Well, he got the lap in. I mean, some people didn't. Can't fault him for that. Now, wet conditions.
Indeed, and I was told full wet all race.
Wow.
So it's not as bad as tier 1 was, but it's bad.
That's very bad, that rain. I wouldn't be surprised if it's full wet. I'm trying to see from the corner.
I see someone is on a puddle. Someone's starting on a puddle and you don't want to start on puddles.
Just sorting out something out at the same time here. Aiden, Dumping the Stump is in the wrong car. He didn't select this car before the start of the race, so... Just trying to work out what will happen in that situation. But for now, we're going ahead.
What car has he been given?
Pass.
That is no way he's an alpha. Never mind. My bad.
Yes. Historically, we have disqualified for that, so yeah. If he continues to race, then yeah, he can race, but he probably will be disqualified if he does keep going.
Okay, let's refresh that so it actually shows up. And the tire strap for everyone, as you expect, for wet.
Oh, wet. Yeah, wow.
Interesting strategy.
So even more treacherous conditions, I suppose, than Tier 1, where we started on the intermediate tyre, and then we dried up and went onto the slicks after a while, obviously. But no, these guys are having to use the full wets.
So we didn't get...
So there's a lot more going on here as well. You have to consider the fact that people might want to have run wet setups for the race. So perhaps they were doing a qualifying on a wet setup and maybe were a bit slower, you know? People like I'm a Nerd maybe had a really fast lap because they were on a dry setup, but could actually suffer in the race because they were on that dry setup on a wet track.
Well, we did see Tier 1, especially when me and Indy were racing, people with low downforce are very difficult to pass regardless of what sector you're in. I was on the back of T-Mac for so long and I could not get past the man. Now, according to my weather condition graph, it's storming.
Wow.
So apparently, according to this, we might get a safety car, but I don't know until I get confirmation that it's actually a storm. That's Z-Dog. Oh, that's not great. There's Mike's PSQ. Now, I saw a bit of a few cars spin it. Farmer Sam being one of them. He spun quite far down.
Is the rain going to stay for the race, the whole race?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So this throws out any idea of tyre strategies as well. It's just going to be a full pit halfway through, probably.
As everyone is aligned on the grid, Z-Dog has rejoined, saying God, but he won't be able to take control until turn 1. Dalek, unfortunately, is, I just saw a lag spike, so that's not the greatest.
I don't know, I probably want the AI controlling my car for the first couple of corners. I don't envy this as much as I like it.
I think he had it in tier 1. It helped him.
Yeah, well, Sneaky does have that little bit of practice, I suppose, even though he is disqualified.
Disqualified from it. At least it's... oh, that would have been for Pitbox. And can I get a camera angle, please, game? There we go. That will work.
F1 22 moment already.
As we now wait for the lights. In a full wet condition, this is going to be entertaining. And lights our way where you go. Who gets a better start? Looks like one... I don't even know which car that is. I can't tell. So it's a 3 wide at the back, 2 wide between there. Oh, someone's been hit around. One of the fries has gone straight on. I believe that was combined. Just full-on smacks Farmer Sam. Farmer Sam's now lost out quite a bit of time to the top 3 now.
Psycho got a blinder of a start. He's up 4 spots. Sneaky also got a really good start, but he's only able to make a couple of spots out of it, passing Spicer down, up into Radion. And we've got a driver off. Is that Nemo? Yeah, just running wide as well.
Now, Radion is going to be very hard for these drivers. It was seen in Tier 1. Panda especially, he lost it going up there and suffered extremely for it with an orange wing. As
They've all kept it clean, though. That's the main thing. No incidents.
Apex G is trying to go around the outside of No Name on Z-Dog at the moment. Is still side by side up until to turn 9. Gets the move done, almost hits the wall, though. Oh, it's got to be 3 wide.
No.
A combined
Combine's
back
pulled out.
Thank God. Into turn 10, Z-Dog going to have to back out of that one. It was combined mount that curb at full on, which you don't want to do in the wet.
Yeah, Combine giving Z-Dog the big hurry up because Z-Dog just wanted to let Apex go through. Z-Dog clearly wanted to keep it clean, but Combined and Psycho are looking pretty racy behind him. Everyone just sort of trying to settle into their spots, into their own little rhythm.
Sneaky also up a lot of spots, up into P10.
Yeah, so everyone's kept it clean on the first lap. Okay, there's still a bus stop, but I'm sure everyone will keep it clean. Everyone's doing pretty well here in these full wet conditions, and this is just lap 1. So 21 more times, boys. No pressure.
21 more times of having to navigate this tricky circuit in wet conditions.
Sneaky on Psycho now. That's for 9th place into the bus stop. Yeah, no problems there.
Like, it didn't look like he wanted to fight that very hard. Now the Alpines are together in the 10th and 11th, as I think Spicer don't know what he was thinking about going down the inside of his teammate.
Now Mike in the Williams is pitted here. This could be damage related because he's got no other reason to pit. And yes, I can confirm that's a new front wing for the Williams. So heartbreak there on lap 1.
Heartbreak for Williams strategy team.
Farmer Sam, Valhalla having a wee little battle there.
As the game's not giving me the best camera angles as usual.
As per. Yeah, it's interesting to see. The top few drivers have sort of... Oh, I was going to say they have found out. I'm just lagged back behind Dalek. So Dalek gets the race lead through teleportation methods.
Oh, and he's done it again. He's in Farmer Sam.
Wow, so he's clearly lagging by some extent. This could,
he's back.
This could be network. This could be frame lag.
This
is hurting.
This is bad.
Yeah.
Luckily, I would not be happy driving next to him. I'll be scared for my life.
That's very unfortunate for him. Luckily, he's just ghosting on anybody he does teleport on top of. But it is very scary to deal with if you're anybody else.
Combined almost got rear-ended him.
So the Alpha having some technical issues. Well, hopefully they settle down and he can get back to the racing. But yeah, that's just treacherous.
This is terrible.
Oh, nobody's lost. Oh, he's caught it. That's a good catch. So, is he free falls down the grid? I was going to
He's
say.
been forced all the way to P11.
Wow.
He went from 1st to 11th in about 5 corners.
That's so unlucky. And I'd be frustrated in his spot. But anyway, moving on, lap 3 of 22. I was going to say, the top drivers have sort of fanned out. Those three, I'm a noob included, had sort of fanned out a little bit gap-wise. That looks at a 2.3 second gap on Farmer Sam right now. So he's showing some pretty good pace in the Aston Martin. But otherwise, it's a pretty tight battle in the midfield.
Let's put fastest lap down, which was a 12.1 as we got a VSC.
Yes, I think there's some wing on turn 1. Oh no, never mind. I take that back. I'm not sure where that was. I'm just checking front wings. I can't see any obvious damage.
Yep, as Noob has left the session, might try to fix whatever issue he's having at the moment.
Yeah, he's not too far down the grid. He can make the time up if the pace he's showing. So.
And at the moment, as we don't see usually in Tier 2, we have a midfield battle that's actually still together in one piece.
Oh, Snag has got no front wing, so that will explain the virtual safety car.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
Well, I didn't see it anywhere on the track, but he currently is running no front wing in the full wet conditions.
At least it's a VSC. Everyone has to slow down. So he keeps position until he gets into the pit lane.
It's a pretty long VSC too.
It's combined drive-through penalty. Spice has also been hit by the drive-through penalty.
I've checked up a Pruhan, and that'll be why. That's heartbreak for both of them.
That's heartbreak for Spicer. He was sitting P10. Now he's
combined as well.
got
one of the championship contenders.
Dalek got the perfect restart. So did Farmer Stan. They're broken a second on the car behind. But Dalek was already 2 seconds ahead. It might be a larger gap now.
Yeah, still around the 2.3 mark. So we should see Snag come in for a new front wing. Sneaky will want to get by him as soon as possible. Yeah, look at that turn in for Snag. Yeah, not amazing. Didn't lose too much time in the end, thankfully. Long VSC helping him quite a bit, but he still has to make that pit stop.
Z-Dog now up into 6th place, promoted after going in the pit. As Combine and Spicer taking a trip in pit lane now for their drive-through penalty.
Very unfortunate, but it's only a drive-through at least. One safety car and full wet conditions. One safety car and they're back into it, and Combine can certainly work up the field a little bit. Spicer can probably get a couple of positions too, so still plenty of race to run.
As Saints have VSC and a lot of checking up, midfield is kind of spread out now.
Yeah, pretty spread out now. A couple of small battles. Apex is giving Valhalla the big hurry up here, going down into turn 10, I want to say that is. Yes.
It is turn 8.
No, it's turn 10.
Nope. Turn 8. According to my counter, it's turn 8.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at a different diagram. That'll probably be it then. It counts turn 2 as the one after La Source.
No.
Like it's in between that and Rouge.
I don't believe that count. I don't think it does on the graphic.
Probably doesn't these days. It's probably an outdated thing. Anyway, Apex P4 currently. Chasing down Mercedes.
I am a noob has rejoined the session.
P8. Well, after everybody having the pit.
Now that I think about this, you know how dumping the stomach is in the wrong car?
Yes.
I don't believe he could have chosen it because I'm a noob's in his car.
Ah, that might explain it then.
So it's entirely not his fault.
Well, he could have also brought it up as well at the time.
He probably went AFK like he usually does.
That's something that'll be sorted post-race, but as to whether he gets his DSQ or not, I mean, again, that'll be sorted later on. For now, he's looking to just race it out, and fair enough, he came here to race. Don't want to take that from him. Apex doing a dive.
Ooh, Ekim with... Oh, the Apex with the dive, and it's not Ekim, it's Sneaky. I'm getting confused now. He has
The Apex made that work for third.
And I would say DRS would be here, but for wet.
Yeah, lap 5 of 22. Dalek's increased that gap to 3.3 seconds now, and Apex is 2.5 behind that.
Valhalla tried to go along the outside of Apex, closing that door. It's sneaky right on the back of Apex at the moment. Oh, a bit of drifting for turn 7.
Yeah, but the big hurry up there. 2.6 more back to Z-Dog and another 3 to Psycho. I'm a noob. Hopefully his connection issues are sorted, and he might be making a wee bit of a dent into that gap to Psycho as Spicer overtakes Conrad into Lake Home for 12th place.
So despite them having drive penalties, Combine also making a move up into 10th. They have, well, despite Combine having the drive penalties up into the points already. So not a big loss for the Ferrari driver.
Mm-hmm.
As sneaky, you can see from the onboard camera of the drivers how treacherous this is. All the curbs are so slippery. Oh, as he's almost lost it.
M-Dog asking Apex's ERS pretty much full.
Yeah, I don't think ERS matters in the wet. You're always going to have a full batch. Actually, Sneaky has like 60%.
Everyone is hovering between 50 and 80, yeah. Yeah, the DRS does come back a bit more in the wet as you're obviously using less power due to the wet conditions. You're sort of getting more of it back, yeah.
M-Dog is letting us know again, like last week. Apparently Apex could be abusing its track limits again.
So it could be abusing track limits again.
Could be. He did do this last week and he was correct. He might be.
Yeah, the stewards came down harsh on that, so but hopefully...
If he is found out to be doing it again, it is going to be a race.
Yeah, he was awarded a suspended race ban.
A big snap of oversteer in turn 6. It gives the position up to Sneaky.
As for P4, and I'm a Noob has also, at the same corner, made quick work of Psycho as well. So that's P7 for him, and the recovery drive begins.
Yeah, so the driver that started pole was first until lap 2, until connection or frame rate issues happened.
Down to 11th, and then after the VSC, a few people had to come in, up to 8th, and now he begins.
Now it really starts. If
Last
he
second Nemo as well.
Could challenge for race wins if he shows up every week. Still had a chance of a race win, only 10 seconds off the lead, I'd say.
Well, Dalek's showing some incredible pace right now, and it's lap 6, so it'd be interesting to see what happens. Nemo and Snag fighting here. This is turn 12, 10, something. It's a number, one of them.
Or was Snag having a do a correction mid-corner at turn 13, having to run off the road at the same time. Thankfully got the move done.
Just see how careful they have to be on the throttle coming out onto Blanchimont. It's insane how tiptoe you have to be in these conditions. And I'm a noob.
Yeah, I'm a noob. 2 minutes 6 starts showing his potential pace if he didn't have the issues he had. Combine getting a lot better traction and dumping the stump out of the last corner. We might see a little battle for 9th place at the moment. Combine going to send it down to inside. Gets the move done.
It's a very clean dive, good sir. Nice job. Now, Aiden's dumping the stumps very close. Can he stick with him for a Rouge? No, he sort of backs off, so... Oh, what was it a moment? Oh,
he saved it. I just jumped on board. He just missed the wall.
Wow, yeah, so he backed off as soon as he caught that oversteer, and he's lucky to save that. It was a good piece of driving, but he still lives another day. P10 still.
Oh, as I have just caught one abusing track limits. Don't know if that was a warning. That was turn 9.
Was it the esports line?
No, turn 9. He didn't take. He did it before the esports line, but he didn't take the esports line. He went up to the wall.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on that.
Well, Sneaky will. Sneaky's behind him, so and he's catching him quite quick. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's more about the intent than
Yes.
anything else. But
Yes,
regardless,
Crash, I'm aware that he is abusing as someone's around. Spices
We have
has been.
Spice is off, and that's some front wing damage as well. That's at the exit of Puhan. He's on the right-hand wall, actually. That's a very odd place to be for that. Wonder what happened there.
Could have lost it on the inside curbing, probably. Very easy to lose it in the wet. 15 laps left of this race. Everyone behind Valhalla has caught each other, so that's a little bad train. We got a bad train for second now between Sam, Apex, and Sneaky.
Mike just made a move on Comrade there, so that's 13th place for Mike now. Good to see him persevering after that lap 1 incident and continuing to push on here. It's really who's going to blink first, you know? No one's retired yet. This is quite good to see, actually. Everyone's sort of keeping it within the bounds, you know? They know the conditions, they know it's treacherous, and they're not pushing it too hard as a result.
As I'm a noob makes a move on Z-Dog at turn 5. Z-Dog's actually finding the side-by-side for turn 6 as well, but I'm a noob just pulls ahead the slightest bit and use the corner as we jump back to 8 or Sneaky.
Sneaky place.
I've seen Apex do it again for the second time in a row.
Okay, so that's going into Puhan. I might have to watch that.
It's at...
Is it no name?
Yes.
The left-hander before Puhan.
9. Yes.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
So...
Okay. Well, not to focus too much on that. We do have 14 other drivers and some good racing going on.
I don't know if that... As Sneaky's making use of his mistake, of Apex's mistake, quite quickly, using all of his ERS.
It looked like he was going to range up to Mont Blanchimont, but didn't really go for it, which is fair enough.
He's going to make the dive at bus stop chicane. They're both fine it. As Apex keeps the position on Sneaky, kind of forces him out wide onto the curbing. What is this?
Crush, it's a race ban if he does it again. Yeah.
So suspended is basically warning you of a race ban for if you're caught doing it again. As I think that's correct, is it?
Yeah, that's right. I'm a noob in Valhalla fighting just through the source there.
As I'm a noob did go fastest sector 3 again, so he is showing incredible pace, so he could challenge for at least P2. High possibility he gets he can challenge for P1 if there's a safety car.
Here he is, the RS juicing on the outside here.
As Valhalla's actually keeping up with him on the straight side by side all the way. For
now,
these
can
drivers.
Valhalla stick it? No, he can't, because he gets the inside if he can stay side by side, but he can't.
I'm getting like the camera angles are so bad. It gave me on board at the wrong time.
Oh, how lucky. And Mike just making a move on Nemo for 12th place. Williams charging up still. Snake's pretty close to Aiden, or dumping the stunt too, but not quite able to do anything.
Apex really close to the back of Farmer Sam and to pull on at the moment.
So the width
up his
will be
gearbox. Oh, he's got to try that turn 13. That's not where you stick it down inside.
Yeah, that's dicey, that spot, yeah.
Almost put both of them into a spin.
So he backed out though, and Farmer Sam gave him a bit of room as needed, but no harm, no foul end of the day. Now these wets are starting to get to the end of their life as well.
Fun, the wet
and here comes Apex.
I don't think it's fun. I don't think drivers are having very much fun with this.
Yeah, pretty much him, dog. Yeah, that's right. As far as I understand, anyway.
Oh, as
he's
actually giving Farmer Sam a whack.
And Sneaky's been like, oh, okay, then I'll just take the inside. And Sneaky moves up the third thanks to that. And Farmer Sam can continue on. So,
like nothing
at the end of the day, Apex loses out.
As I'm a noob making a real headway into this gap.
Snag at the bus stop, outside. Can he stick it? No, he can't, but Dump the Stump goes deep. He might cross back, and Dump the Stump gets a free second for going deep there. And Snag gets the place. He's down the points.
As Apex has dropped it back quite a bit. I wonder if he got like slight wing damage from that hit.
Does he have any damage?
Not visible.
Okay.
But he might. It might be like lime.
He is sort of snaking around a little bit. I wonder if it's any sort of body damage, but I don't think he's been tangled up in anything recently, unless it was maybe the snag incident a while ago, but oh well.
Okay, so that's the fourth lap. He's done that.
Oh, I meant to watch it at the time. Okay, so we're approaching halfway, so people will be pitting in probably next lap onwards, roughly. We might see them in now, even.
Oh, that's quite interesting. Some skills we'll have to look up on that driver. I believe
Psycho and Z-Dog.
Ooh, Psycho with a very clean move down inside at 13. Not somewhere you usually see an overtake. As it now Psycho makes headways towards Valhalla just ahead. Valhalla having a little bit of a wobble.
Lap times, like? They're the low twos.
Low 2 minutes, 2 minute ones, 2 minute flats.
Fastest lap is a 2:06, I believe. Oh, we have our first in. That's Farmer Sam. So he's going for the undercut.
Now, it will be very funny if the race gets a safety car because it's raining too heavy.
The monsoon tires and everything.
Psycho is also into pit lane. Same with Z-Dog. Those AlphaTauri double stacking. Probably both called in by Mr. M-Dog.
Yeah, no delay, very little delay for the AlphaTauri crew, so it was just enough gap to make that work.
As the gap behind that through Noob from Studios is about 1.5, I think, right?
2.2.
Okay, my graphic just won't update fast enough.
More than 1 second. There you go.
Yeah, okay, that'll work. More than 1 second.
We're both right.
Oh, Apex has actually hit the wall. Coming off of No Name.
Again, nothing visible, but you can still get slight damage and have it not be visible on the car. So, not too sure. Now, all the gaps are pretty much over a second apart from this one between Sneaky and Apex, so... But we should see people coming in, more people coming in this lap.
Now, the gap between Sneaky and Farmer Sam when Farmer Sam pit was about 8 tenths, I believe, when Farmer Sam came in. And the gap to him from Sneaky, I believe, is 12 seconds. 13. Actually, no, it'll be my bad.
Like 15. Oh, Dalek, Ecam, Sneaky, I should say.
So, Dalek, Noob.
Apex coming along.
Yeah, Apex continuing his stint for now. Valhalla will follow as well, as Sneaky has been released from the pit box. So, quick stop for Red Bull, 2.2 seconds. As Farmer Sam goes through, just coming out of turn 1 now. We'll see him on the exit just right there in front of Sneaky. That's actually quite a gap he's got. That is quite a gap that Farmer Sam has.
The undercut working pretty well for Farmer Sam. He retains position and gets a wee bit of gap, but still, I mean, 3 seconds to Dalek up ahead, and effectively P2 right now. Apex and Valhalla seem a bit out of it in terms of with their gap to Dalek, so once they pit, everything will correct themselves. And Mike and Conrad all still to pit as well. Same for Snag.
As Apex Studios penalty. And that's at No Name, the corner in question. Now,
So more than halfway through this race so far, and everyone's kept it relatively clean. We haven't seen too much, crazy battles or incidents or anything like that. The Tier 2 guys have been pretty clean this evening.
yeah, it has been pretty clean. Despite Tier 1, we had, what, 3 DNFs, 2 DNFs? One of them
Ooh.
just, the car was undrivable. Had to do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're pushing so hard in Tier 1, that's, yeah.
Why did they fit? They could have finished. It's because the tyre wear.
You have to pit at one point in the race. You may as well split that tyre wear over 2 sets rather than go really slow on 1 set towards the end.
In the rain, you don't really have to pit. But the tyre wear is really high now. Always sneaky full out broke himself into bus stop chicane behind Farmer Sam. Farmer Sam's actually lost all of that gap he got from that undercut. As I'm a noob is now trying to look for a way to get past.
Oh, Apex, where's he coming out?
Oh, he's coming out right behind him, so he didn't lose that much time.
Wow, that's surprising.
And Valhalla has actually lost time. He's appearing in front of Z-Dog. He was in front of Psycho before Psycho pitted.
Psycho, big undercut as well. And Snag, question mark over him. Not sure if he can get to the end here. I doubt he will.
I believe everyone in the race has pitted. Conrod's into pit lane now.
Yep. Mike and Snag are the only ones out of sequence, having coming in earlier for damage. So they have question marks, but everybody else should be good. Conrad is taking a gamble.
What tyres?
They are green. Do you know what green means?
Oh, he's on the green into tyres. But it's still too wet, in my opinion.
Yeah, so with the intermediate tyres on a track like this, there's just too much water for the tyres to actually move out of the tread, because it's a smaller tread. So you just end up having less grip than the wets, where you need more tread to displace all of the water. So you'll find that when you run the inters in conditions like this, you're just going to be far slower, and it's going to be far more dangerous. So watch that gap just go bigger and bigger at the back until he pits again.
But my little screen is very small. As we watch this battle for P2, I believe they are slowly catching Dalek. I am not quite certain though.
3.9 from Dalek to Farmer Sam.
Oh, as we got a spin at full one, the Mercedes has gone around. That's dumping us some.
And that was firmly in the tyre barrier too. If he's got no damage, that's pretty lucky.
So, did see someone pick up another penalty?
That may have been dumping us some.
Combined fast lap of race. 2 minute flat.
There was a fastest lap notification we just got earlier. Penalties are still the same. But this fight for P2 though, hang on. Side by side.
There's Sneaky trying to go to the inside of Farmer Sam. I'm a noob trying to see an opportunity. Or Farmer Sam has a little bit of overstand, gives the position up, but he's fighting it. Oh. He's showing I'm a noob to curb.
And I'm a noob taking the inside line through no name Farmer Sam, being shown the curve as well. And I'm a noob will hold the inside and probably take the position for third, yes. So Farmer Sam was trying, I think, let Sneaky through with knowing that he's faster, but didn't really want I'm a noob going in as well. So that's why they sort of had a prolonged battle there.
As Apex, I don't know about that one. Farmer Sam just full cutting Apex off at the breaking point. That's, from my angle, that look a bit too much. Oh, as the dumper's out.
And that is that Radeon.
Oh, and that's a safety car.
Wow. So that's a saviour for Mike, for Snag, who probably weren't going to make it to the end. They can now pit for fresh tyres. Everybody else, they can stay out.
Now, I believe you only get 2 full wet tyres, right?
You only get 2 sets, yes.
Now, I just want to look at Conrad. If I look at oh no, not that one. Driver. Actually, he would have pitted this lap. Wait, how much?
Last lap.
Yeah, he pitted last. So well, we'll go with sector 2 and sector 3. You know, he's losing 2 seconds on each sector at the moment.
Yeah. So as predicted, it's just too wet for the Inter still. Now, Snag and Mike, they don't have fresh sets of wets, but they can go to the earlier set that they used at the start, and they can drag them to the end. So with the reduced wear under the safety car, that'll totally work fine.
As Snag pitting over to the wet tire. We also got combined behind, also pitting to west. Farmer Sam with a penalty under safety car.
Oh, 3 seconds.
And that's actually quite far up in on the Camel Straight.
And that'll have some implications. He was in a pretty good spot. Just a question in chat. What platform is this on? This is PC, Steam. No crossplay currently.
I only had to disable crossplay.
Too many issues there.
The issues that were caused at Singapore for Tier 1 last week.
Oh, good grief. Don't get me started.
Because after the green light of restart was called, all Tier 1 drivers forgot we were racing cleanly and just pile drived everyone.
So everyone following the safety car now, like 15 to 22. So good 5 or 6 laps under green flag for the rest of the race. But for now, everyone can just limp around, take a breather.
Crossplay definitely not suited to league racing. 100%. Pretty bad at It's good for normal lobbies, just fun lobbies. It's fine.
Lobbies, yeah.
For league racing, it still needs a bit more work.
It's just not good enough.
Now, the one thing I need to add to crossplay is voice chat, so you can at least talk to people.
Yeah, definitely. The safety car, now, not the best for Dalek. He had a 4-second lead. Gone.
Now he's got Sneaky and I'm a noob all over him, and those two are quick.
Mm-hmm.
Good for career lobbies and 5-lappers, 100%.
Exactly. And for Farmer Sam and Apex, this 3 second that they have, huge now.
Now, Farmer Sam's one is interesting. Now, I'm just confused how he got one where he was. He got it halfway down the Camel Straight. Now, I'm thinking he had to take a avoiding action for a checkup and got one.
He may appeal it if that's the case, but the stewards are pretty firm on their rulings. If you're outside the white lines, you are out of the track limits. So, it'll be sorted out after the race, but for now, it's going to stand.
Now, every driver is given a little break in the wet. Your throttle foot can get quite tired very quickly.
Oh yes, you're talking about this during our interstant. Yes, yeah. When you're not fully on the throttle, you have to modulate a lot more in the wet, and if you're not in the best position, it can be a bit tiring. Yeah.
It's not even the best if it's a load cell pedal.
So maybe we can go through some position changes here, just while we've got a bit of downtime. Let me just bring those up. So Sneaky has made up 12 spots. That's pretty big. Tier 1 driver, former, I should say. He's done very good this race, and a good recovery from the back of the grid. Psycho up 5 spots as well. Really good race for him. Apex making a spot, but 3 seconds looming over. Mike as well making up a couple of spots too in the Williams in 10th place. Valhalla and Snag both dropping a few, same for Z-Dog and Nemo, but still a few laps to run here. With the field bunched up at the end of the race, anything can happen. Lap 16 to 22. Don't know if Dalek just lagged back a little bit or just stabbed the brakes for a second, but just catching back up to the safety car. All the field's still to catch up as well. Comrade is now onto normal wet tyres, full wets. Coming off those intermediates. It's a good reprieve for him because he can also catch up to the back of the grid and maybe challenge some of the people further down for a couple of spots. Conrad getting his first point of the season last race as well. It's a good start for him to the season.
This won't mean much, but we'll look at a higher lap age. We'll just see the difference in the lap on one tire. So combined is on. Is that no set of wet?
Yeah, he did put on a new set. He came in with the safety car.
Do you get 3 sets of wets or 2? I swear it was 2.
You must get 3. Yeah. There must be 1 for quali, and then they have 2 for the race or something like that.
No, you don't get 1 for quality. It will be if it's 3, you will have because you get.
You get 2 for quali. Do they just carry over to the race?
You don't get 2 for quality because you can use all your wet tires in quality.
Yeah, that's the 3 sets of inters and the 2 sets of wets. Someone in chat, help us.
No, I'm pretty sure you can use. So there's no like tire limit to quali, like there is for the soft tires. I'm pretty sure you can use like if you use all your inters in the race or in the quali, then they're gonna be 1 for the race because it's the same inters.
Then why is combined on a 3rd set of wets?
He most likely probably had another set of wets. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
They probably had 3 sets of wets.
So Ferrari master plan coming in here, obviously bribing the FIA here. Just chucking an extra set just in case, boys. Nothing crazy.
Just got to pay $100 up front for tires.
Now, will that make a difference, though? He's currently a 9th. He did lose a spot or 2, I think. So, interesting to see how that plays out.
I believe he lost. Actually, I don't think he lost any spots when he came in because everyone behind him pitted with him.
Well, they must have worked out okay then.
Except Nemo. Nemo stayed out.
Yeah, yes. Well, that's fair enough as well. Now, interesting to see how it plays out. People look out for Sneaky and I'm a Noob. This whole battle up front is going to be huge. Don't miss out on it. 5 more laps of this race, I should say. Psycho and Valhalla as well. They want to try and jump the people with pens, Farmer Sam and Apex currently. And also looking further down, Conrad now has a 3-second pen. He picked it up at no name during the safety car period. We're expecting the safety car to leave at the end of this lap.
As a safety car should be in, and there's a call, so Dalek gonna back up the field and try to warm the tires as best he can.
Yeah, it's easier with the wet tires as the operating range is a lot lower than the slicks are, so...
So Dalek had like 6 laps on his tires, he's about at 20%.
Ooh.
So yeah, tire wear around here on the full wet, not the best.
It's still not terrible. See how it goes. They could definitely make it to the end with all the others.
Definitely will make it to the end, I believe. I mean, 5 laps left. We got.
Yes, let's just wait, see when he goes. He's still warming them.
I don't think he's gone yet.
No. Oh, here we go. He's gone. He's gone.
As he's caught sneaky napping on that.
So 5 laps of Spa-Francorchamps in the full wet. Thank you for Valhalla. What's this trading already? Hey, let's do it before the control line. I guess the green flag's out.
I saw Valhalla lose it in the rear.
Or did he redress? I don't. That's an interesting one. But anyway, we're back underway.
As Nag has gone past Mike and Z-Dog having a little fight. Spice making a position up on Nemo at the back. We're watching the battle for second going up El Rouge now.
Yeah, they've split up again. Apex is right onto Imanu, but apart from that, it's everyone just trying to get through.
As everyone's trying to put heat into their tires. As I'm a noob is trying. He looked like it. He looked like he had the speed. Not quite fast enough. As Apex trying to go around the outside. Getting forced onto the curbing.
Pretty ambitious move from Apex there.
As I'm a noob having a lot better turning than Sneaky at No Name. As all drivers are now being very sensible with that turn 9. Glad to see as Daleks actually pulled out quite a big gap on the restart.
2 seconds already. Now, Sneaky is full battery. I don't think he's used any through the second sector, and it's showing.
As Apex was again very late on that break. Had all running a bit out of track limits for that corner again. That's a very interesting topic on that corner as well. As I'm a noob is trying to make the move on Sneaky, got right up to his diffuser.
Yeah, backed out of it. Looking on the inside, not going to make the move though.
Snags out.
It's Snag. That's on the left-hand side.
Oh, that's very hard. That's very hard. That's out of turn 17.
Yeah.
And it's another safety.
Wow, that's a late safety car.
We're gonna have a 2-lap dash.
Wow. So unfortunate for Snag, he must have lost it in the exit of Blanchimont and just sort of couldn't gather the car up properly, or just couldn't get the car turned around for the bus stop. I'm not too sure which. But that's him out and DNF'd. So 13 drivers continue on, and we're under full yellows again. So late into the race too.
So this safety car will not be out for very long. It will just be out for this lap only.
Well, the leader's passed it, so they have to go around and then catch it again, and then it will be a 2-lap sprint.
Yes. So
they're just going to be stuck to a delta for this lap, so they can only go a certain pace, and then once they catch the safety car, they'll just be following it for 1 lap.
So Dalek, who had a 2-second lead off the restart, is gonna have to do it again.
I tell you what, why bother? You know, just why bother?
Why?
I would be very unhappy if I was in his shoes right now.
That's happened multiple times to multiple people, and none of them never have a good reaction to this.
Now, this is heartbreak as well for Apex and Farmer Sam, who maybe wanted to try get some gap out to maybe stop the bleeding and sort of not lose too many positions due to the penalties, but they're going to be bunched up again no matter what here. And they're going to have to find 3 seconds in 2 laps without tripping over each other too much.
Yeah, and the worst thing is they're going to have Sneaky and I'm a Noob fighting in front of both of these guys, so... And to top it off, the person who's sitting behind both of the drivers with penalties is Psycho.
The Dragon Slayer looms.
That Dragon Slayer is just sitting there waiting for Prey.
Now, for Sneaky, this is the safety car is a huge reprieve because he lost so much time to Dalek just in that 1 lap of green running. Well, not even a full lap. So he really needs to be on the ball for these next 2 laps if he wants a chance to win here. I think he can fully do it, but he's just got to hit it perfect.
Before Singapore last week was going to be the longest race. This feels like a longer race.
Tier 2 last week was 58 minutes. The race alone. This is probably coming out.
Cars.
This is coming out to like what, 45 so far, roughly. Just caught the safety car now.
We started.
The check up. Be careful, guys. Oh.
We started hour 15 ago. That's 18-minute quality.
Don't forget the 10-minute break before we actually got into it.
True. Yeah, around 40 minutes. Around 40.
You can just do 20 times 2. It's
around 40 minutes we've been waiting.
Enjoying this tier 2 race here at Spa-Francorchamps in the full wet, thank you.
Well, at the moment we're waiting for the safety car then.
Alright, so a 2-lap sprint it is. Dalek looking to hold the lead. Sneaky in second, I'm a noob in third. Both reserve drivers, both exceptional performances today, regardless. Apex and full Farmer Sam in fifth. Farmer Sam, our current championship leader, and looking to hold that still even with this result. So he's just trying to get as many points as he can. Psycho Fahala combined in 5th place. Mike in 9th and Z-Dog rounding out the top 10. Spicer, Conrad and Nemo looking to capitalise and try and get into the minor points places.
Good day, Snag. How are you doing?
slightly wide at the turn before the bus stop and bottom out into the wall. That sounds about right.
I had a
Very
feeling that's
unfortunate.
what happened, to be honest.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate, man. That's unlucky.
I'm thinking, mate, either you turn too early, hit the curb, and you bottom out on the inside curb, or you bottom out on the outside curb.
Well, it was a pretty good recovery drive considering he had no wing at one point. He had to come in and then had to make up all the spots. Got a lucky safety car, managed to come in for a new set of tyres. Was looking pretty good, but yeah, that's unfortunate. So valiant effort, but he's out. And we are looking to go underway. Dalek in control once more.
As we're about to go green again, well, we are ready to go green. It's just up to Dalek when he wants the track to go green. So we're up to this point where we just wait for Dalek to call the grid on the restart. As Sneaky is trying to warm up his rears as much as he can. Dalek's already gone.
Sneaky was waiting for it, but just couldn't react in time once Dalek went. Yeah.
It's kind of caught napping. Now, I'm not sure. Was Apex always in front of Farmer Sam, or was Farmer Sam in front of Apex? Or was I'm a Noob has gone quite wide at turn 1.
Side by side here. I think they traded places in the green flag lap we had. Still side by side. No, I'm a Noob does pull out here.
I might have to have a look at that one. I'll probably be told later when I do another chat.
So everyone's fanned out about half a second to each car. No real moves being made. Valhalla onto Psycho. That's for 6th place.
Oh,
huge speed there from the Mercedes. They both can't pull it up.
Valhalla so far inside. Can't spot his braking point. Goes across the chicane.
Valhalla is vulnerable to Mike and does lose the spot.
Dropped all the way to P8 and now fighting for 7th or 8th place. Down to 10th because of that mistake. That will be hurt. That's hurtful.
Because that was a huge move from Valhalla too. He just couldn't pull the car up, and Psycho couldn't either.
Apex and I'm a Noob side by side through pull on. This might end bad. Oh. Apex pulled out. It's fine. Oh, this is I'm a Noob is trying to go around now. So on Sneaky at turn 12. Sneaky holding her very well though. Forced him out wide, so he has to get off the throttle. As Apex oh, that's not on. That's not on.
That was never on, buddy. I'm sorry.
That move's never gonna happen.
Just needs to stop the sticking the nose where it shouldn't be.
Just needs to gain a gap on someone. They got a gap on Mike at the back because Psyche and Combined are currently lurking behind both of them.
So last lap here. Dalek about to cross the start finish line for one more lap here.
As
1.3 second gap down to Sneaky.
As I'm a Noob on the back of Sneaky might make the move at turn 1. We might see a late break. No.
Very close.
I'm a Noob really loves these low gears. As no, since he has no telemetry, I can't see anything but his speed. Oh, as he's getting a big shaky up Rouge. Might be vulnerable to Apex behind. Don't believe he'll get Sneaky. Actually, no, I might eat my words. Gonna go down the inside, maybe. No, he pulls out last second.
Psycho squabbling too. Psycho holds it for 6th.
Combined makes a desperate attempt. Now
these guys are all fighting for 2nd. If Psycho can just hold it, then he's on for P3 or P4, sorry.
As Apex try to go around the outside of Noob, but that is not going to help you, bud, when you're trying to gain a gap on the cars behind. I believe it was a 1.2 second gap to Farmer Sam. Always trying to round the outside of Pord.
Now that was on, and that was beautifully done, but I'm a Noob does have the speed. Apex is the inside line, and Sneaky is kind of blocking there. That's totally fair, but...
This is on. This has got to end in tears in a minute, I feel like.
It's full squeeze there from Apex.
Yeah, he's fully just pushed him off.
Oh, Noob catches it. He nearly lost it as well. Now, Apex does get third, but he's going to lose out anyway. The point is to get more time on the cars behind him. Now, Dalek will cross the line very soon, coming up to the bus stop.
Sneaky's
Are there going to be any desperate dives?
Sneaky's so close, but he's not going to go for a desperate dive.
I'm a noob.
Oh my god,
the
noob has just sent it!
I'll tell you what,
he's
all the
gone
way
off
off.
track! Dalek finishes
Nearly squeezed
first.
off.
Dalek first, Sneaky second. Noob
Psycho
will...
fourth. There you go.
Yeah,
Combined fifth. Mike sixth.
I'm a noob will finish third. As you said, Psycho fourth. That was an insane last lap.
Incredible fighting there.
I'm like, yeah, there's no way. Nothing's gonna happen. I'll just see Alpha and Mayo completely send it.
They both drove well, but I'm going to say they're very lucky to have not ended worse. They're very lucky to still be driving and get to the line. That was incredible.
Good on for Dalek. Finally got a win after it was taken away from him last week at Singapore by himself after spinning last lap.
Yeah, breaking up the Farmer Sam Street.
As we can see, Dalek celebrating on the podium with his imaginary guitar. Should join a band.
Sneaky and Imanubal as well on the podium, both reserving. Both exceptional performances again. Very good speed from them.
Some drivers might be frustrated with that race after damage, no fault of their own. Oh, we'll go through the results one more time. So Dalek will finish first with Sneaky second, I'm a noob third, Psycho fourth. Combined fifth, Mike sixth, Apex, Farmer Sam seventh, 8 but had penalties that pushed them down from the podium where they were before. Then you got Z-Dog Valhalla for the top 10. And then later you got Mr. Spice and Nemo Conrad finishing out the remaining, and then Snag and Dump both DNF in the race. Snag was an unfortunate one on the first lap of restart. Well, that's all we have time for, and that's all the races we currently have. Thank you, Indy, for helping me today.
Not a problem.
But I need to check what track we got next week. So next week we're at Bahrain.
Austria?
No,
Oh, Bahrain then Austria, yes. Yeah.
So Bahrain, because I think we're following this real life calendar.
Yep, that's in sync with the real life race. We'll be doing that throughout the season here, up until about June, I want to say.
So next week will be Bahrain, following F1's official start of the season. So we'll be starting next week at 7 Melbourne time, so it changes every sprint round.
Yep.
And then you can all join us for 3 hours of racing between 2 tiers. So that next will be very interesting. So we'll see you all down, and we hope you have a good night. Goodbye.
Catch up.